I'm on a beautiful patch of woodland tonight. It's very wet. There's a few midges here already. But yeah, I haven't been down here in a little while, so thought I'd come back and spend the night among the trees. Huh. Oh no. It looks like someone else has found this little spot. That wasn't there the last time I was down here, which wasn't that long ago. It looks like they've a little stack of branches and that they broke off the trees. And by the looks of it, they've dismantled the old wall that's here to build their pit. Which I don't understand, because there's a river right there with plenty of rocks in it. But I don't see how else it would have broken. That's a pity now. That is a pity. Such a beautiful, beautiful little spot, you know. I'm not going to take that apart because I'd imagine they're going to come back and I don't want any more damage done. But the only problem I have with it, well, one of the problems I have with it, that's a root there. And there's roots in there as well, you know, and that's a very big tree. You can just imagine the stress that that tree is under when that fire's lighting. All the heat just coming down on top of the roots. Like, it's just doesn't make sense to me, you know. Don't have the fire pit right up against the tree, because that's where the roots are going to be at the most shallow. If it was out away from the tree, you'd have some chance of protecting the tree. Yeah, so I hadn't planned on finding anything like that to start my camp, you know. I'm actually out testing out a new tent, so I'm going to get that up now and have an old gawk at it. I am being eaten alive. This is a bug balm with essential oils. So I really hope it works. A little gift from my wife. Smell of it. Whew. Okay. Okay, I think I have that everywhere and anywhere. Up my nose, in my mouth, in my ears. Everywhere. So I'm going to try to get the tent up, give it a few minutes and see if it works. But yeah, I'm not too hopeful now, I have to say. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that stuff doesn't work. You can see my arm. I have some more spray, I'm going to give that a bash. Jungle formula, maximum, any destination. Oh Jesus, that is rotten, absolutely rotten, but I'm determined to stay out here. This is the Hill Zero Matis 2P. Hill Zero did send it to me, usual carry on. You know yourself, there's no money change hands, there's no input into this video, and I can say what I like about it. I'm hoping it keeps the midges out. I've messed up this skyline something fierce, look at that. Woof, pull out that corner, hold on now. Come on Jason, get it together. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Yeah, I just thought it looked a bit funky, you know, something different. Let's see from this side. I would imagine that would be really good at shedding the wind, but who knows, who knows. I thought I'd bring it out tonight just to give it a little spin and see how it held up to the rain. It was meant to rain today. It was meant to rain all night long, and I haven't seen a bit of it. Typical, isn't it? I brought it out specifically because it was going to be raining, because this tent only has a hydrostatic head of 1500 millimeters. So I'm very interested to see how long it takes for the Irish weather to beat this tent, or if this tent can hold up to it, but we'll see. At the minute the midges are beating me. Well, it's got a 20D nylon. It weighs about 1.2 kilos. It's got carbon fiber pegs, which are really fancy. Hold on. Carbon fiber. Ooh, baby. It's a single skin, so it's absolutely massive inside. But as you can imagine, condensation could be a bit of an issue. I have to get into it now, and I know I'm going to be followed by all these midges. It has a T-zip door. As you can see, there's a zip there, so that can open back the other way as well. We'll just go in. It's got a vent either end to keep the airflow going. One down that end as well. It's got a pocket there, a pocket there, a pocket there, and another one right there. Got a little hook here, another one here, and about 10 midges. We'll keep them in there for later. Keep things interesting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay out here all night with these midges. Hopefully they calm down. They seem to be ever so slightly deterred. I don't think they're deterred, I think they're just dying on impact. My arms look like a midge graveyard. Oh lads, cup of tea now and everything will be grand. I think the midges have died down a little bit. I think they're just excited to see me. You know when you come home after work and your dog greets you at the door, it's kind of like that, you know. We'll get the cup of tea on now anyway. This might take a while because it's an alcohol stove, so I think I'll get the ration pack out and see what we have for tonight. I'm hoping for chicken. I haven't looked, same as always, I haven't looked, so let's see what it is. I have it buried in the bottom of the bag. So it's menu 11, vegetable crumbles with pasta in taco style sauce. I was not expecting a vegetarian dish. Whoa, tea's boiling. Right, cup of tea first. Very important that we get that sorted. And yeah, might have a few biscuits. Okay, let that brew there for a moment. All right, let's see what's in this ration pack. So this is the vegetarian taco pasta. Apple cinnamon flavor, first strike nutritious energy bar. Jalapeno cashews. Not sure about that one. Chunky peanut butter. Not a chance. Crackers. Tiny tin of Tabasco. Towelettes. Chewing gum. All that jazz. Applesauce enhanced with maltodextrin for increased performance. And this is a French vanilla cappuccino instant powder. Happy days. Happy days. Delighted with that. And that's just the heat pouch and a spoon. I avoid the woods in the summer because of the midges and all the other insects, especially horse flies and deer flies and that. And I just didn't have time or the energy to go up into the mountains. So I said I'd come down to the woods. They can't be that bad. It looks like I have chicken pox with the amount of red spots on my arms. Those little lads are demonic. No, they're not too bad. They seem to be dying on impact, which is good in a way, but it also concerns me with what's in that spray. Like if it's killing creatures on impact, it's probably not the best thing to be spraying all over yourself. Ooh, smells good. Smells good. A few beans in there. Pasta, obviously. Let's try it without the Tabasco sauce first. It's pretty good. So that's my little bottle of Tabasco. It's absolutely teeny. What do you think? I just lash it in. I might as well, huh? I might as well. I really hope I don't regret doing that. Ooh. Oh mama. It's got a kick to it. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. That is roasting. If you're not into hot stuff, don't use the Tabasco. Holy moly. I'm gonna try to eat more of it, but it's burning the face off me. I forgot. It's meant to rain tonight. And I can just feel it, you know. So I've moved everything over. I'm going to get the inside of the tent sorted out. And I'm basically just going to hide in the tent for the night. I just thought I'd play it safe and get into the tent because I don't want to get soaked. And I can't really see the sky with the tree cover. So it's hard to judge when it's actually going to just bucket down, you know. I can see a few midges knocking around in here now. Hopefully they got in while the door was open and they can't get through this netting. I highly doubt they can get through that. It's not raining yet, but I am happy that I'm inside the tent. It is a bit of a pain, you know, being stuck in the tent. How did you get in? What is that thing? Oh my god. Right, I'm going to open up some of these vents and let some air flow in. Not that there is any. Right, where's my spoon? We don't have time to be messing around. Oh, here it is, look. Right in front of me. Put that down there. Can I lift that with that? Not at all. Oh, 1,000 midgets getting in here now. What a disaster. Ugh. Oh no. What am I gonna do? There's already condensation inside the tent. Obviously making tea in the vestibule isn't the best idea. I have a midge or two in my cup of tea. Accept your fate. Right, let's get it over with. Let's try this peanut butter and see what it's like. You get 2 of those. It looks like you can break them into 4s. So we'll see. They look like they're going to make a massive mess, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Right. The peanut butter. Let's see. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Oh god, look at it. Oh, it's like something a dog would leave on the floor. Oh lads. Why do I do it to myself? Oh, it's all lumpy and everything. It is chunky, isn't it? It's, what do they call it? Chunky peanut butter. Yeah. Chunky's right. Look at it. Lumpy. A nice lumpy texture. It tastes kind of like a Snickers. I don't like Snickers. I'm sure loads of you like Snickers. I don't. I'd be more of a Mars kind of guy, you know. Yeah, I couldn't hack it. Couldn't hack it. And now there's crumbs everywhere, which is brilliant. I do have a little treat. Little purple snack bar. As we all know, the best of the snack bar. So I'm going to have that with my cup of tea. I might try this. Actually, I'll try that after. Going to try the apple sauce. I don't know what you put that way. I'd imagine it's meant to be for the crackers, but it's alright. I keep hearing things. I just heard a few people talking there. But it does sound like there's people up that way. Every time I open the door, about 5 midges fly in. It's 20 to 10 and the birds are still singing. Oh yes. Yeah, you might know if you follow the channel that I use a quilt pretty much all the time, and I'm starting to use this into warmer temperatures because this quilt, even though it's a comfort rating of -1, it's 300 grams lighter than my down sleeping bag, which is rated to a comfort of 6 degrees. So just for the weight alone, it's worth carrying. And if it gets too hot, because it's a quilt, I can open it up and use it as just a blanket. So I'm bringing it along and testing it out. That's all I'm doing. Just pop these pad straps in. That just ties the quilt onto your mat, and it helps it to stop moving around too much in the night. There's a little bit more setting up than you'd have with a sleeping bag, but like that's it now, it's done now. And I will be cozy in that tonight. I would love for it to rain tonight. I would absolutely love it to rain. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another cup of tea. I'm going to go mass murdering a whole load of midges, and I'm going to have me purple snack bar and just chill out for a while. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some rain during the night. I do have a bivvy there just in case it all goes tits up, but yeah, hopefully I won't need that, but we'll see. I was never so happy to hear rain while I've been out camping. So I think it rained for about 4 hours consistently. Get this coffee sorted now and have a few rich teas. I'm going to skip the breakfast this morning because I'd like to try and get home to see my kids before they go to school. I'm not a million miles away from home, so there's a chance it could work, you know. I have a few concerns about the tent, a few thoughts on it. We'll go through that in a little while when I could be arsed getting out of this quilt. And I have to say, even though it's a comfort rating of -1, it was perfect for last night. Absolutely perfect. It was just so nice and cozy. So I'm really, really happy. Like, I don't think it dipped down below probably 7 or 8 degrees last night. Oh yeah, that is the business. Oh, these cappuccinos are ruining me. I had one before up in Wicklow, I think it was, out of an army ration pack, and since then I've been bringing lattes on my camps. This is, yeah, I might have to get vanilla now next time. That is beautiful. I had thought the midges would have been okay this morning. I was wrong. Oh, there's definitely more water in the river this morning. Yeah, like I said, I have a few concerns about the tent. So I could probably get a bit taller than what it is. You know, I kind of pitched it in a bit of a hurry last night because of the midges. And the ground here is very stony and rocky, so getting the pegs in was a bit of a pain. Now, the pegs are carbon fibre. So I found myself very cautious with them because I didn't want to stand on them too much, because obviously if you bend the carbon fibre it won't end well. That's the worst about them coffees, they don't last very long. Yeah. I could have drank a bucket of it. There's a vent like this on either end, and if you had driving rain or rain hitting the ground and splashing up, it would penetrate this mesh and end up inside. There's no kind of lip here just to shelter the vent. It is ever so slightly angled. Obviously you could zip up the inner of that vent, but then you're creating another issue where you're limiting the amount of ventilation that you have inside, which you really don't want to be doing. Not in a single wall tent anyway. The other thing I noticed is on the inside, when there's condensation on the fly sheet, it has nowhere to go. So say on my Lanchan 1, there's a vent or a mesh running the whole way around the tent. So the idea is that the droplets of condensation would run down the fly sheet, go through the mesh and drop onto the ground. Whereas here, it flows down the fly sheet and it's joined straight onto the bathtub. So you'd imagine it might start pooling. These midges are absolutely cruel. Some other areas of concern is basically just quality control. Some of the guy lines on pints like these here were missing. Now there is a guy line on the other side that was supplied with the tent, but this one didn't have any guy lines on it. And I noticed on one of the seams, you can see it there, see just here, there's a bit of a speed wobble on it there. If that was fully tensioned up, that could add a stress point just there, because the fabric is kind of bunched up or twisted. I'm just a bit concerned that might cause a weak point. Now all the other seams are absolutely spot on. I haven't noticed any problems with them, so it could be just isolated to my tent, but I just thought I'd mention it. Yeah, I like that there's a double zip on the doors, because you could ventilate, kind of have a bit of cross ventilation going on, where you could unzip the top of the door on both sides and let a bit of air flow through. So that's really good, another way to ventilate. There has been some a few bugs getting in. I don't know how they're getting in, but yeah, they're snaky little bugs. It's a funky looking tent, something different. It's not like any tent I've seen before, because of all the different angles and all that jazz. There's a lot of talking into it. There's a whole load of features on it. Like I said, there's 4 pockets on the inside, there's a double zip on the outer door, there's the T-zip doors on both sides, 2 vestibules. The closures for the doors are really good, because they're very similar to what were on my Falraven Abisco, and it's just handy, you know, rather than those normal tie backs are just a pain in the arse. But there is one thing I want to do, and I really want to get it sorted before I get wrapped up. I was going to try and repair the wall, but that rock is really heavy and I don't want to put my back out. I don't think I'll be able to lift it. Let's see. Not a chance, jeez. Not a chance. I can move it. Jeez, there's some weight in that. But like, how much force did that take to push it? That didn't blow off that wall. Like, how that wall's been there for a long time. I don't understand that. Like, I can't lift that, and I just can't. It's so heavy. I can move it, but I can't lift it. No, I'm gonna pull me back, and I'm still not gonna be able to lift it. Jeez, there's some weight in it. I don't understand it. I really don't. Like, why destroy the wall? I genuinely thought I was going to be able to just fix up the wall a bit, but jeez, the weight of that stone. I don't mean to be going on about it, but I was lying in the tent last night thinking, oh, maybe I could fix it, you know? And I know it's a man-made structure and all that, and it's not a natural thing to be out here, but that's been out here a long time, a long time. And I just don't see the need to destroy it. It's like a part of history, you know? That's me all wrapped up, usual crack. I didn't leave any trace, just a flat piece of grass. And yeah, I've checked over where I've had the cup of tea last night and it's absolutely fine. I'm not sure that I'll come back out to the woods too soon, purely because of all the midges. Like, it was cruel at points there last night. And I know I'm beside a water source, so that doesn't help matters. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this little camp, and you might stick around and join me for the next one. And I'll see you then. Good luck.